Yes, people, I'm bringing the glorious fanny pack back. Folks, this is Fernando doing another video for the Modern Survivalist and yet exploring another EDC option. So I came across this, thought, fanny pack, horrible as always, but I do remember back in the day when I did have, and I still have it here, my original fanny pack. I actually used this thing. I went backpacking on extended trips with it, still around. It just goes to show how, yes, back in the day, they used to make stuff a little bit more durable than they do now. At least in general, this was not expensive. Deutsche brand, which is probably gone long time ago, but this just worked. It is large, ugly as hell, but it just did its job. So there is a place for fanny packs. It used to be, and some people don't know this, in the old days, and I'm talking about Middle Ages, you didn't have pockets in your pants. You just had your pants, or you have a tunic, or you had some crap like that, and you had a belt, and if you had any status in society at all, you had a little dagger with you, and you had a pouch. So pouches were the only way in which you were able to carry stuff with you, because pockets were really not a thing. When we started having pockets in our pants, or like a big pocket in front of your tunic, or whatever the solution was, this went into disuse. But it came back roaring in the 80s and 90s as a solution for carrying more things. Now, in our modern age, we find ourselves carrying more little crap than we used to do not that long ago. And for me, that's been always pocket EDC. I mean, the pants I'm wearing right now, these are 5'11" tack-like pants, which I've shown in a number of my videos. And with so many pockets in my shorts, in my pants, I usually have enough room for carrying whatever it is that I need. Now, as things keep changing, or you change your style, or you just start wearing different type of clothing, or because of the climate, how hot it is during summer, and you want to wear something a little bit different, then you need to find some other solution. And usually for me, that's been like a small backpack, right? And that does the job okay, but this is worth looking into. If you don't want to have your pockets full of stuff, if you want to carry maybe a little bit more, a little bit extra, if you just want everything in a simple, carry unit, you wear whatever it is, you just grab something and you go, this may be for you. And I have another one. I mean, I have that larger, the old one. I actually came across this one. So there's different variants, and whatever as you find under different brand names and so on. Anyway, I didn't want to go with a larger super Maxpedition big ass, because I mean, if I'm carrying that, I might as well carry a proper small backpack like the one I've shown in previous videos. This little backpack here, it is super handy and has a lot more room. This is different. This is minimalist, but I have something. Now, this can go as your actual fanny pack around your waist, or these days the cool guys apparently just grab it, throw it over the shoulder like a little backpack, and go about like that. Whatever works for you. I see both uses. The idea of having an old guy fanny pack actually around your waist is kind of a little bit cringe, but who knows? Maybe one of these days I'll just give and go that way. So what is it I have in here? The same stuff I usually have, but in a different format. I'll have my cell phone, right? Cell phone, like any other normal human being. Have my wallet with cash, coins, and that's it for this little pocket here. I'm not done with everything that I could potentially squeeze into this thing. I want to leave a good amount of room for improvising, or stuff like you get out of your car, you throw your keys, and you don't want to have no space left. Just want to have a little bit of comfortable space to just, it just fits. So not overloading it up until this point. And here, yes, I have some of these basic things I'd like to have. Again, I'm assuming I don't have my normal EDC. And honestly, even with this setup, I'll still have a pocket knife, because that's the way it is. Going without a pocket knife, that seems insane. So this is the only thing I don't compromise. If I did, I could throw a little Mora or something. It does fit, because this is actually much more larger than it seems. But you could go with either your folding knife in there, or even if you're going with this, throw in a cheap, inexpensive, small fixed blade knife, something like this. It does fit okay enough, right? You can actually close it nicely, yeah. So if you're not carrying a folder, maybe go with a fixed knife, or even maybe a little bit more of a tactical one. So pepper spray, good idea to have there. Tissue, hand sanitizer, so as to keep your hand clean, especially if you're going out, maybe you're going to a restaurant or whatever, you want to clean your hands. Don't be dirty about that stuff. And a multi-tool. Again, I'm having my pockets pretty much empty, and I don't feel all that comfortable still, so as to keep like my nicer multi-tool, which I have been used to having in my pockets clipped for years now. So until I get more comfortable with this entire idea, the cheapest alternative to an actual wave, which is these Swiss Tech that I've shown in previous videos. Very much the same thing, a lot cheaper, so that's something that I'm more comfortable with. Flashlight, which is a MicroStream USB rechargeable, a little flashlight, lighter, and a small minimalist first aid kit, just a couple ibuprofen or aspirin and some band-aids, and that's almost, a little alcohol wipe, and that's kind of it. Just very minimalistic. Could you have like a tourniquet in here? Sure. Now, if I get to that point where if this is so much beyond the basic pocket EDC that I usually carry, then maybe I might as well go with a full size little pack, which allows me to carry much more in terms of first aid, of other things. But this is keeping it pretty simple, pretty minimalistic. I did add one of these little lights there on the side because these are handy. And again, if you're going out for a walk, right, I'm going out for a walk with my wife, and it gets a little bit darker, and I want to walk in a area where there's a little bit more cars, more traffic or whatnot, well, signaling your position with this little thing that is just right there just makes sense. So I have a bunch of these in different packs in my bug out bags for myself, my family. Each bag has one of these lights. So that's it. Just a few suggestions, some ideas there for you to consider, especially if you're not into pocket EDC, if you're not into a full-size everyday carry backpack, even a smaller one like the one I just showed, and you want something kind of in between all of that, the fanny pack may just do it for your needs. Guys, as always, remember to subscribe to the channel. You have the book Street Survival Skills, where I cover quite a bit of EDC, and Surviving the Economic Collapse, all available in Amazon, following the links there below. Take care.